Polyethylene of Pawel Althamer at Museion continues a series of exhibitions which are focused on the different languages of contemporary sculpture. In this case, I'm surrounded by plastic sculptures where the face is done by a cast which was realized in the Deutschen Guggenheim in Berlin. In that occasion, really normal people could ask to participate to the project of Pawel Althamer, but obviously we find also friends of Pawel and curators and directors of museums who went to a Deutsche Guggenheim and where they were expected by collaborators of Pawel who realized those casts. And this is also a very important part of the work of Pawel Althamer. He is somebody who is fond of traditional sculpture, who never stops to also analyze the language of traditional sculpture, but at the same time there's a kind of schizophrenic part of his work that wants always to be open to the participation of others.
I'm sure it's a space for many active movements. I see it as a spaceship. That was my first impression. But this impression is coming from many visits also in other art institutions, because I see the art museums are really a spaceship, like a place you can find the crew with the mission, and you can find the astronauts, no? Like artists coming and expressing themselves with their own missions. I think it looks like kind of storage of the spaceship, which is now full of the statues. Probably are messages, no? Coming from another planet, or maybe from the same planet even. And the way to communicate is really to send this message, but only one way is to get this message. The personal interpretation, individual interpretation, that's the key to get the message. I think it can be explained by an astronaut, an artist. The power of interpretation. You can be really open-minded, and as much as possible you can have so-called crazy, spontaneously interpretation, because this rational interpretation is like, wow, this is object which was built for people, and the people, they burn it, they destroy it. Destruction and so-called bad energy is made. But there are also impressions, like how beautiful they did it. I think how creative they are through their frustration. How amazing is the nature, the process, natural process of transformation. You are frustrated, you demolish something, but you, as an individual person, you can interpret it. Wow, that's the message, I think. Take it in another way, not like pathologies of being or expression, just as a creative process. It's like a ruin, and the skin reaction, maybe it's like a moment you feel I'm alive. Yes. No? And maybe that's the tool, that's the message, no? We are alive. What we want to create with our life, no? What's our mission? If the mission of them is to help us to remember, to somehow to show us, they framed. I think they framed us.
Shapes of the bodies are really a kind of lesson of a history of art, because we can find the Baroque language of Bernini, Michelangelo, Canova, but also people who are fond of comics will be happy to walk through this exhibition, and science fiction is obviously also very present. This is also a bit the idea of Pawel, that who comes and visits this show is an active spectator who can look at the sculptures and continue to dream, and with his imagination also complete those stories who are told from the sculptures.
Everything is contemporary, because you make them alive, you activate, you are the person who is decided what is really contemporary, what is working, what is not. Contemporary is what is working now, actually what you feel.
And this participation of others is a very unique thing that will happen in Bolzano. You see me in a golden suit. So for the first time, a traditional sculpture exhibition of Pawel will be completed by a performance by Common Task Bolzano 2012.
Okay, let's get a picture. Do you speak English?
The project is a trip from the city of Warsaw to the city of Bolzano. Around 20 performers travel from Warsaw to Bolzano on a gold bus, and they will come to Bolzano to attend the opening of the exhibition Polyethylene by Althamer.
No pressure.
Diese extrem hohen Stimme,
Common Task originated in 2008 and presented for the first time in Italy at Museion. It is a sort of a sci fiction movie shooted in real time and located not in a fantascientific environment or following precise narrative rules, but located at the end in the everyday of the city where the museum is located. Is a sort of an investigation of the potentiality, of the possibility, of the unexpected, of the unintended, of the common life. These 20 performers will travel around the city and in the South Tyrolean valleys with this gold outfit, and without doing something special, they will just walk around and meet people and interact with them, as well as with the works in the exhibition, the staff of the museum, to realize through their action and their interactions this sort of investigation of, as I said, the potentiality of what is real and what is common.
I think the easiest explanation of the mission will be to remember we are free to decide to do what we like, to think what we like, but also to discover, to recognize what the real freedom is. That it's far away for fear against each other.